In today's episode, let's talk about peer pressure. I was at an event recently, and as I do, I was wearing my super heavy duty Gentex Ops Core mask, my tactical respirator, which makes me look like Bane. Really cool, very comfortable. And I was at a party, and this colleague of mine says, "Oh man, look at you representing, wearing a mask, doing the right thing." And this person was saying, my partner was on my case, making sure that I was going to wear a mask this week. And he goes, "But I just feel such peer pressure when I'm at these things to not wear a mask because nobody else is." And you can just imagine a little, needle on the record scratching noise. My like, what? I'm sorry. What did you just say? Did you just say you feel peer pressure to not wear a mask? I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned. I appreciated my colleagues, honesty, and it doesn't matter to me one way or the other whether somebody else wears a mask around me or not. I wear a mask because A, it keeps me safe, and B, because it looks really cool, and C, it's super comfortable. And so, I really don't care one way or the other whether someone else is wearing a mask around me or not. It doesn't make me feel better or worse in any event. But listening to that person say that they felt such peer pressure as a grown adult, right? Because this person's probably around my age, the 40s. I was speechless. I was absolutely speechless. How much does the opinion of somebody else matter to you? I did not say this out loud to my friend because I just wanted to let them enjoy their evening. But that's what occurs to me. How much does someone else's opinion matter to you? Does it matter so much that in a pandemic, which we're still in, as of 2022, you would take additional risk, which you could avoid, you could avert, but you don't because you value the opinions of other people more than you value taking care of yourself. Right? And we see this play out in so many different aspects of life, right? We see people buy status objects, cars and houses and all sorts of things because of the gratification and the stimulus that they get from their peers about what their purchase, right? It makes them feel better about themselves. And to me, that seems like something we should have left behind a while ago, right? Like, it was totally normal in high school, when we were in our teens, who had the coolest, backpack or who had the nicest clothes or whatever. But once you get out and about in the world and you start realizing that the only person who's really responsible for your happiness is you, that stuff should start to fade away. That stuff should start to fall apart when realizing that somebody else's opinion of you, particularly if that person's not paying you money or involved with you in a romantic relationship or an intimate relationship, why does their opinion matter? If I go to an event and everyone else is not wearing a mask, I'm wearing a mask because I like it. It doesn't occur to me to think, oh gosh, I wonder what these other people are going to think of me. I don't really care. I mean, not to say that I don't appreciate the people around me, but their opinion has nothing to do with me, and my opinion has nothing to do with them, right? Whether or not somebody else is wearing a mask, again, doesn't matter to me, right? I can express my opinion to them if they ask for it. I don't feel the need to express my opinion if they don't, because it's otherwise not my business. You live your life the way you want to. I'll live my life the way I want to. But to have someone, and this is, this was a group of folks who are similar to me. We're all public speakers were all reasonably well known with our industry. Just to hear that expression of still feeling peer pressure at 4 decades of age was really shocking. And my hope is that for all of us, that's something that we transcend. That's something we leave behind, right? To say, you know what, I'm going to dress the way I want, or I'm going to be involved in relationships with the people I want. I'm going to wear the protective measures that I want in the pandemic, and be okay with that, and be okay with if other people are like, oh, he's wearing a mask. Like, so what? I was thinking about why this stuff doesn't bother me as much. And I think it has a lot to do with, the martial arts experience I've had over the last 30 some odd years. You realize very quickly that when you're, for example, my black belt test was basically an organized mugging, right? It gives you a lot of perspective. When you're sitting in a room full of people and they're not beating you up, it's like, okay, cool, this is great. Someone's saying, oh, well, look at Chris, he's got that weird mask. Yeah, and you're not punching me in the face, so I feel like things are going pretty well compared to some of the days I've had. If there's 4 guys holding me down and somebody's punching me in the face, that's pretty severe, right? That's feedback that is harder to deal with than somebody saying, making snarky remarks about what I'm wearing. So I hope that in your own life, if peer pressure is something that bothers you, that you can find the perspective you need to free yourself from it, to put in a little box and put it aside and say, you know what, I'm going to do the things that make me happy, or the things that make me feel safe, or the things that you enjoy. And whatever someone else's opinion of it is, they're entitled to their opinion, but they're not entitled to make you change because of their opinion. So give that some thought. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.